Hey, it's Matt from the Green Arcade, back playing some more Farming Simulator 15 here at Sosnovka. We are finishing up our wheat harvest. And I got the combine going over there in 7. We've already finished 8. We're just about done. He's still running. He'll probably be full before I get back. I got a full load here of wheat. Gonna put it in the silos real quick. Couple things we want to do today. We're going to go over to the biogas plant, and I noticed that some of our bunkers, while they have silage in them, they're not quite where they should be. If you've seen our Bjorn home map, we played over there. We filled the bunkers up to 50%, and we made a killing over there. We made a lot of money, and we just don't want to do that much. So one of the bunkers has a little more than it should have in it, so we're going to sell it off while it's not on great demand, and then we'll fill it back to the point where we want it to be at, which you know what, I didn't dump this front trailer. I'm already on my way back. We'll do it on the way. We'll do it when we finish. But yeah, we'll take this back over there, and what we want to do is sell that off a little bit. Of course, I don't know, fields here in Sosnovka are a little more expensive, but we've got forestry and all that stuff we can get into. But another reason why we want to sell that is we got to get a couple things. Number one, we got to get a windrower. I don't think we own one yet, do we? All these maps kind of run together. No, we don't own any windrower yet. We want to get the big one, probably, the Chrome. And we want to buy this field right here, field 13. And one of the main reasons we want to buy it is because every time we harvest this field 7 up north of it, since we plowed it so close, it keeps shouting at us that we don't own the field, and either the planter or the harvester or probably even the cultivator will stop, and it won't keep going if you hire it out. So we want to get that field and plow these together. Also need to do some work around the edges of the field. I think we're going to have to grass in just a little bit on that beveled edge over there, and make a few little changes. We keep hitting the power poles down here, and the electric company is not going to be too happy if we keep hitting their poles. So definitely gotta change something. Can't believe I didn't empty this. I'm probably gonna fill up again before we get done here. So when I get to the end of this field, I'm gonna let him run, and I'm gonna head over to the biogas plant. I think I've got my wheel loader ready to go. Alright, yep, there he is sitting there. Now you can see this one is not as full as this one, and this one is not as full as this one, and we just started filling this one, and I think we're only going to start, now that we have fields over here close to the biogas plant, we're only going to get what do you call it, we're going to pick up the windrows off of 7 and 8 only. I think that's what we're going to do. Instead of having to drive all the way back over to the homestead with the forage harvester and the trailers, instead of having to drive back and forth, we're just going to do 7 and 8 only. So we'll get to selling here. And I don't know, I think these are probably at 50%. Let me get the, I don't even know if it'll tell me now that they're just silage. Now this is at 14% here. And actually I picked a little bit up. I need to put a little bit back. Didn't mean to pick it up. Let me bring that up so I don't pick it up anymore. Yeah, that's 14. This one is 49. Might as well say 50% on it. And the problem is, even on normal, I haven't checked the prices here at Sosnovka. Yeah, the prices here compare with the price over at Bjornholm. Even on normal, you make too much money just when you hit a great demand on this stuff. So I'm thinking what we'll do is we will sell off this bunker and get it back down to something reasonable. We may go down to 25% per bunker, because we're going to have plenty of chaff to dump in these things, and if all the bunkers are full and they're only at 14%, then we won't have any place to put that extra chaff. And then we'll just have to plow under the windrows, and that's just wasteful. So we're going to sell off a little bit of this here while our guy's over there running. We'll go check on him here in just a minute, finishing that wheat harvester. It's after 5 p.m. here in Sosnovka. But yeah, like I said, one thing we want to get is that field and a windrower. We got to have a windrower to rake up all those straw rows. Whoa. Alright, I think we've got enough money for that field. Let's go look. We may have enough money for the windrower at least. 75,000. One more load and we'll have the windrower. I think that field's only 60-something thousand though. Yeah, definitely gonna have to do, before we start planting again, we need to get those edges straightened out so we don't have any more issues. And now that we'll have that new field, we can kind of tell where the border needs to be. Whoa. Alright, let's put this down for just a minute. Go check on our harvester. Oh, let's see. He's got a 9,000 capacity, so yeah, he's about to be full. Let's run back down to the end of the field here so we can catch him. Hopefully he won't turn his lights on before he gets to the end here. Or stop before he gets to the end. But you know what? Let's go see how much this field is over here while we're down here. Still need to grass in parts of field 8 over there too. And yeah, it's 60,300. I'm gonna go ahead and buy this, so it's ours. So now we won't have to cut an in-row on that field and worry about anything else barking at us again for not owning it. And we can get our plow and plow the rest of this up and plow these fields together. But like I said, we need to work on the edges and fine-tune them for our hired workers. They've been complaining about the edges, and they just don't want to work on difficult edges. So got to keep our hired workers happy. Alright, we'll offload him. And I'm probably going to be full before he finishes that last little bit over there. Well, we can drive, maybe we can drive him home on full capacity. Hope he doesn't fill up before it's done. Because my trailers are just about full. Guess I could go grab the trailers from the biogas if I absolutely wanted to. But yeah, I'm full now, so good luck, buddy. You're on your own. Alright, we'll head back over here and sell a few more things. Need to get a windrower. And we're making about like we do over on Westbridge. We had to sell some off of, not Westbridge, Bjornholm. Believe it or not, biogas is more, you get more for it at Westbridge than you do at Bjornholm. I'm guessing because there's no force station over there to make money off of, maybe, I don't know. Or maybe these are based on European markets over here. Are we full already? Yep, let's turn time up a little. Shouldn't have any problems with the time now. Did I get that out of the wrong bunker? I sure did. I got it out of that one. I meant to get it out of this one. Oh well. It's gone now. It's being processed into biofuel. Let's start paying attention here. I almost got hung up there a little bit. What are we sitting at? Oh, I think we can turn it down to 5 now. Kind of have to alternate between 5 and 15 on the time scale here. Alright, get this in here. Need to go back and check on my harvester. There's kind of a bump going down in there. Whoa, that's kind of... Maybe it's just this wheel loader, but this thing is kind of getting jumpy. I think it's because it's sitting up on a curve, too. Alright, let's go check on our harvester. Oh boy. I think he's going to fill up before he finishes. Let me run this load over to the homestead and I'll completely empty this time. Long way to go. You know what we really need to get into? We need to get into corn and just do corn over here for the biogas plant. I mean, we could come over here and harvest it, I guess, but... Such a long way to go to put it at the homestead. Better, I guess we need to get into, get some trucks and some trailers and get an auger wagon and just have the trucks standing by over here. You can look on top and like, okay, yeah, we got wheat, but then you look in the bottom, nope, no wheat. We have wheat, no wheat. Alright, so we film our episodes a couple weeks ahead of time, if you didn't, in case you didn't know. That way we have plenty of content ready to go up just in case something happens. And tonight, the Fear the Walking Dead comes back. I don't know if any of you guys watch The Walking Dead or Fear the Walking Dead. I'm a fan. I've been watching The Walking Dead since day one. And Fear the Walking Dead came out. There's been a lot of criticism about it. I like the show. I mean, it's okay. I don't know. It's different. That's the bottom line. Anything that's not, you know, like the original series, any spin-off series or companion series is going to be different. I mean, it's like, okay, look at CSI. They started out with CSI and it was based in Las Vegas. Then they came out with CSI Miami and CSI New York, and I don't even know if there are anymore. And NCIS is the same way. They had NCIS the original. Then they came out with NCIS LA, NCIS New Orleans. They're just not going to be the original, but yet they're unique in their own way. Fear the Walking Dead is like this. And they have promised a crossover between Fear the Walking Dead and The Walking Dead. So really, if they do that, when you think about it, it's really going to be the same show. It really is the same show. I mean, it's The Walking Dead. It's just in a different location with a different group of people. So I like the show. I'm a fan of both The Walking Dead and Fear the Walking Dead. And it comes back on tonight. We took a break over the summer, and it's coming back on tonight, and I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, I like them both. I mean, yeah, you have the first one. It was based in the South, and you're kind of more familiar with it, I guess. But I don't know. It's probably just been on so long that we're more closer to it. It's like being closer to something. The longer you know somebody, the closer you are to them. It's kind of the same way with a television show. I was a fan of Lost. That was a great show. If you didn't watch it from the beginning, you would be lost. I guess maybe that's the pun for the show. But yeah, Lost was a great show. If you saw a little bit of it and didn't like it, or were just lost, or you didn't understand it, go back and try to watch it from the first episode. Trust me, it'll be a completely different experience. Alright, so he's got a little strip here, and looks like he missed a little strip over there on that side. We started him on that side because, like I said, we need to tweak the edges of the fields up here. And we had to cut a row around the field before we actually started harvesting the entire field. So once he finishes over there, we'll get him back over here to get this and empty him out, and we'll be done. Let's head back over to the biogas plant. We've got almost enough. We're just about $1,000 short from our windrower. We really need some bigger equipment. I mean, tractor-wise. Really need another combine too. Maybe we'll have enough for something like that once we get done with this. But yeah, I mean, if we hit a great demand, we've got 2 bunkers ready to go. That other one is probably about ready to go. Once we start filling it up, we'll blanket it and get it fermenting. And I'm about to drive into the wrong one again. But yeah, I like Fear the Walking Dead. I'm really excited. I can't wait to see tonight's episode. Nick, he separated himself from the group, I mean from his family really, because his mom and sister, he just kind of walked away from him in the midst of a zombie herd there, so. But it's based in Mexico, and looks like they're going to be maybe in Mexico for a little while. So I'm going to grab maybe some Mexican food tonight. That sounds good. I mean, like authentic Mexican food, not like Taco Bell or anything. Like real Mexican food. Love me a chalupa or a this place that local place nearby. They have something called the enchilada supremas, where you get 4 enchiladas. You get a bean, beef, chicken, and cheese enchilada. They cover it with cheese sauce or red sauce of your choice, and they cover it with lettuce, shredded cheese, and tomato. Oh, it is the best. Makes a little salsa in with it there on the side. It's awesome. They got a lot of good stuff. Alright. So yeah, in case you haven't figured it out, I'm recording this episode on a Sunday. Because Fear the Walking Dead comes back on a Sunday. Ready for the Walking Dead 2. It'll be back, when will that be back? October 23rd. Yep. Walking Dead comes back on October 23rd. Can't wait for that. Who did Negan kill, guys? If you watch the show. I mean, he killed somebody. Spoiler alert, I guess I should say. Well, it's not really a spoiler alert. Somebody's getting killed on every episode, so not really a spoiler alert. But who did Negan kill? I mean, those that watch the show, you know what I'm talking about. We don't know. We don't know who he killed. In the comics, we know who he killed. But, you know, a lot of people are like, oh yeah, well, he killed this guy because they killed him in the comics. No, not necessarily. Not necessarily at all. And then you see a lot of conspiracy theories, and then you have people showing video evidence and proof of that's who it killed. And I'm not going to say any names because I don't want to do any spoilers, but who did he kill? Because you can't go by the comic books. In the comics, you know, certain people are still alive. There's certain people in the show that aren't even in the comic books. So you can't go by that all the time. So we'll just have to wait till October and see, because nobody really knows. Alright, well that'll do it for this episode. We got enough for our wind rower now. We'll go ahead and buy it before we go away. Get our crone there. There we go. We'll pick that up later. And we'll finish working on this bunker in the next episode, I guess. So remember, you reap what you sow. It's Matt from the Grain Arcade.